Howdy everyone, Yon this be Voltage, and I'm reacting to Granny vs. SCP-106. This fight, with very loose air quotes, should be interesting, I guess? But honestly, this will hardly be a fight, because Granny is gonna get her ass beat. She gets knocked up by shotguns. 106 can tank infinite shotgun shots at once if he wants to. So yeah, that's not exactly good defense feats only for Granny. This is not gonna go well for her. But honestly, just FYI, this video might be split into two recording sessions, like me recording it in two different times, because soon I'm gonna make an ice cream sundae for myself, and I really don't want to miss that because I like ice cream, baby. But I'll stay tuned for this first recording session as long as I can.
Granny, the undead cannibal, and SCP-106, the old man. Sometimes, horror can be found in unexpected places.
What is that Granny sprite?
The elderly. These two entities take horror to a whole new level.
No.
But which old entity is deadlier? Find out today, because only one can survive in the arena
That is
of
a
death.
very creepy Granny sprite.
In a forest, there lies a small house. From within, there is an undead being with the appearance of an elderly woman. This creature is known as Granny. Granny is known for kidnapping people, dragging them to her house, and forcing them into a fight for survival where they only have 5 days to escape. If they fail, she will kill them.
Technically 6 days. The secret day.
Unknown. However, it is theorized that she used to be human, due to the fact that she is Slendrina's grandmother. When Granny kidnaps her victims, she sets her house up like a tough puzzle for them to solve, and if she kills her victims, she'll proceed to commit cannibalism. Her abilities include incredible
Bloody Bat, Bear Trap, Superhero Revival, High Durability, and Skill Killer.
Her weapons of choice are her bat and bear traps. She is able to knock out a person with a single hit, and she can use bear traps to keep them in place. She is also equipped with crossbows, tranquilizers, a guillotine, and even deadly pets, like a spider. Granny isn't all that fast, but she is extremely durable. She can survive being shot with a shotgun, and even being frozen and shattered to pieces. Granny is technically immortal, and will resurrect every time she supposedly dies. As tough as Granny is, she still has notable weaknesses. Sometimes, she tends to fall for obvious traps, and almost everything in her house can be used against her. Though, all this really seems to do is slow her down. Overall, Granny is a cannibalistic undead being who is skilled in tracking down prey and killing. What she lacks in speed, agility, brute strength, she makes up for with brains, arsenal, cunning, and possible resurrection.
She has two things in her arsenal.
It is said that a long time ago, a man named Lawrence disappeared after coming into contact with the cursed dredge. Eventually,
the only thing that he has is no speed.
SCP-106.
He has no speed stats, but everything else are 7 and up.
SCP-106 appears to be an elderly humanoid, with a general appearance of advanced decomposition. SCP-106 is not very agile, and
Granny is gonna get snapped into 80 million fucking pieces.
Once he finds a prey, SCP-106 will stalk them until he catches them. Hiding from SCP-106 is pointless.
Yeah,
it can also phase through solid matter via its corrosive mucus, leaving behind a blackened silhouette in its wake. Once he has his prey cornered, SCP-106 will incapacitate them by breaking bones or severing tendons. He will then proceed to pull them into its pocket.
And not to mention be able to take lots and lots of bullets.
Here, he will taunt and torment his prisoners before finally killing them, sometimes collecting bits from its prey like bones and teeth as trophies. SCP-106 has survived numerous gunshots from SCP soldiers, and seems to have intelligence higher than an average human. As powerful as 106 is, he's not all that agile, and isn't exactly fast. But this hasn't stopped him from surviving encounters with extremely deadly SCPs. Overall, SCP-106 is a highly corrosive entity who can destroy his victims with corruption and rotting upon physical contact. While he may not be skilled in speed, he has numerous methods of torturing and killing his victims.
You'll be too busy running and
Alright, let's get ready for combat.
Animator.
This battle will take place at the SCP Foundation, and there is no
What the fuck is wrong with my thing right now?
prep time. With that being
Let me try doing this and fixing the graphic settings and see if that does anything, because it keeps fucking framing out for some reason. I'll do probably 360 right here.
said, it's time to see who
Prep
will survive in the arena of death.
Sprite, okay. Kinda expect that, I'll be honest. Is some of this supposed to pop up here? Incident redacted. After hearing numerous reports of disappearances in a forest located and redacted, we sent some personnel to investigate. We found an old house that seemed abandoned. Once inside, we were greeted by what appeared to be an elderly undead lady. She attempted to attack the personnel, but we captured her and brought her in for study. The SCP Foundation's kind of stupid with kidnapping people they really should not touch. The FNAF animatronics are one of them, another did to Granny. It appears that the entity has a history of cannibalism. We found out what seems to be human remains within her house, but also we attempted to kill her, and every time she comes back. We better find a way to get rid of her for good. The last thing we want is another SCP-682. Well, we got the person to kill her. And that shit, everyone, go to condition red. Luckily, I got 106 to kill her. Yeah, I kind of expected that, honestly. Why am I recording laggy? Seriously. What do you think they'll do, Granny? He brought her to the pocket dimension. I'm gonna need to record this thing because this is fucking stupid right now. I'm gonna call this ending here because, oh my god, this is fucking terrible. Why is my counter fucking freezing? Going from here?
SCP-106 has tricks up his sleeves that Granny just can't pull. It's true that Granny technically has a wider arsenal, but in truth, her arsenal would be pretty much useless against an entity that can cause any matter to rot upon contact. It also doesn't help that Granny can't actually land physical attacks on 106 without starting to rot. There's also the fact that 106 has battled far deadlier foes than Granny. You can argue that Granny can't die and will always resurrect, but Granny will always be vulnerable no matter how many times she comes back. So if SCP-106 can't permanently kill Granny, he can do the next best thing. Trap her in his pocket dimension. Doing so will keep Granny imprisoned, where she will be tortured forever. Granny had a lot going for her, but in the end, Granny had absolutely no way.
Pocket dimension, like I thought it was a winning scenario.
Was very rotten. The winner is SCP-106.
Who's the next fighters, honestly? Because this one was not a fight. When I first saw the match, I was like, okay, this is not gonna be close. Deku? Who's he versing? I know he's all Gon versus Deku. That will be interesting, I guess. Don't really care much about those two, I'll be honest. But I've been going for this kind of stuff for quite a while. May as well keep the streak going, I guess. So, bye-bye.